could remember being whooped in class, and if I didn't pass, mama whooped my ass. Was it my fault? Papa didn't plan it out. Broke out, left me to be...
So the question I want to ask you two is, do you know what flaking means?
No.
Flaking, it's like, let's say you meet a guy and you exchange numbers and then you don't message back to him. Have you ever done that before?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, and you as well? Yeah. What would be like your main reason for doing that? Or from the moments that you have done it, why did you do it?
I probably wouldn't have wanted the number and couldn't say no, so
okay.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you say no?
I don't know, it's just hard to say no to a person not under like that in front of them, and then it's easier just never to write, I guess.
Okay. And what about you?
I guess the same, just not to offend him, hurt him.
Okay.
I think everyone at some point has ghosted, no?
I don't really ghost.
I've definitely been ghosted and I have ghosted.
Yeah, and so you have as well?
It's been a while because I've been with my boyfriend for a long time, but yeah. Probably.
Okay. What were the reasons for why you did that?
Weird message. Like a weird message to you.
Yeah, or you were feeling it at the time, and then when it came around to it, you weren't feeling it.
And why? That's interesting, actually. Why did you change your mind?
Oh God, I have no idea now. That was years ago, but I just didn't feel it anymore.
Was there like alcohol involved, like at the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely beer got calls.
Oh, okay. So did you just not find him attractive afterwards?
I think so. Yeah. And I've definitely had that happen to me too, so I'm not horrible.
Not offended.
Yeah.
So the reason why girls flake can be for a wide variety of reasons. I would say like there's not really one specific reason why girls flake. It's not like, oh, I didn't kiss her on the cheek, goodbye, and then she flaked on me. It's not like one specific thing. Generally, I would say that it's just a case of, she's not really interested, but she wanted to be either nice or polite to you, and so she gave the number. It's very, 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 very common in day game and any other form of pickup, like night game, etc. So, if you are experiencing a lot of it, then it's normal. But obviously, for beginners, they're going to be experiencing a lot more flakes than, for example, more experienced people. So, for example, in London, an experienced guy probably gets flaked maybe around half of the time. So half the time, he won't even get like a message back. Whereas for example, in Ukraine, I've been finding that like my response rate, at least for the initial text, is actually very high. Some, of course, they'll drop off later on, a lot of them, but at least for the initial text, it's actually very high. So it varies from place to place as well. But yeah, like the reason why girls flake, like I say, there's no like one definitive answer. It can be for a load of different things. It could be that you didn't spike her emotions during the interaction. Maybe it was a bit flat. Maybe it was a bit boring, or maybe you just didn't create enough of a memorable impression on her, or perhaps you made her laugh. You really spiked her emotions and that kind of thing. But she doesn't really see you as like a serious dating prospect, or she just doesn't really know much about you, or she doesn't feel comfortable with you, that kind of thing. So it can be a whole host of reasons for why it happens. The main thing really is not get overly concerned about that one interaction that flaked on you, because it's very easy to to have like to look at it and be like, oh, I had an amazing interaction with this one girl. It was amazing, best interaction of my life, and then she flaked on me. She didn't reply to my first text, and that's really common. That's really normal. Happens a lot. So yeah, don't get emotionally invested in any particular one interaction that you had or any particular girl, because it happens a lot. Very, very common. Best thing to do is just, if you just like improve your game or your your interactions overall, then you will find that your rate of flakes should decrease in theory.
No, I never got my number.
Okay.
I don't take this.
I don't think so, yeah.
You never done it? So why don't you ever give out your number?
Because I don't want him to have it.
Why?
I don't know, it's personal.
Is it? It's only but he sends you a text.
I've had my number since I was 13. I don't want someone to like fuck up my...
You'll still have the number, it's not going to change it.
I guess it's
more personal, isn't it?
The stalker vibe kind of wary.
Yeah,
I guess.
like you can give out your Instagram or something like that, because that's
don't want to risk anything.
Private. That's not private.
That's the life of being a girl, sadly.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't want to risk anything.
So if you give out your Instagram, have you ever given out your Instagram and then the guys like messaged you on there, and then did you ever message not message back?
Yes.
Okay. And why was that?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to.
I think
You didn't like him, or?
Well, it's a good excuse to get out of a situation. Just give out your Instagram and never reply.
So
like bye.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time, if you're drunk, you might be like, oh, it's fun, or like the attention's fun. But then I think I think it's scary or risky to say no, which shouldn't be. But so then you give out something just to be like, oh, like to please him.
Yeah.
And then you can get out of it when you're not actually there in real life anymore. Like the day after or later in the night.
Yeah.
Which is true and scary as hell.
The reason why girls do it really is because it's really a matter of they wanted to be nice to you, and so they gave out their number despite her not really being that interested in actually dating you. Or it could be she felt like you deserved the number because you were nice or whatever, something like that. Oh, he was nice, he was confident, hey, you should get my number, you deserve it. But actually me going out on a date with you, no, it's not going to happen. But that's how it is.
So do you always reply, like if the guy is messaging you?
She's just really nice.
No, I just don't think ghosting's very nice.
No, I get that.
I
do that as well.
If they send like a weird message, I'll just be like, that's weird, like soz.
Okay. Yeah. So you're like honest, you basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the best thing.
So let's say there was. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't really like a guy, but he was chatting you up, and you did exchange numbers? Or did you just say to him, no, I'm not interested?
Maybe when I was like a teenager, and I didn't know how to like handle.
See, I think I probably would. I'd exchange a number just to courtesy, but then not respond. So both is probably not very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever do it just to be nice because you think that he was a nice guy, but you weren't really attracted to him?
I think we do it because it's scary to say no.
Okay. What happens if the guy? What happens if the guy's like really nice and polite? And he's not gonna like kick off if you say no.
No, exactly.
Then
That's the problem, isn't it?
Then I'd probably
you
just
say no, and they just keep haggling you. So you're just like, okay, fine.
Oh, okay.
Then I'd probably just say, you're nice, but no thanks. But I probably wouldn't give my number or whatever I've got.
Would you have felt that maybe he would like expecting you to like message him, and then that he got disappointed, or? What do you think?
It depends on the person. Sometimes I guess even no. Maybe sometimes it's happened. But also, like if you ask a person for their number and you see them once, how much can you be disappointed? I don't know.
Sure. And if you did do it, like I don't know if you remember like the interactions that you had, but what was it about that person that you didn't like, if you remember?
Just first impression.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it about the first impression? I know I'm like digging deep, but I'm just curious.
I have no idea. I mean, probably even just the way, the fact that the number was asked without knowing each other well.
Yeah. Okay. So was it like too short of a conversation or something, and then you didn't really know him?
Yeah, it was not very natural.
Oh, I see. Okay. And where was it? Do you remember?
No.
Oh, you don't remember? Oh, maybe it was probably in a bar or something, because it was. If you don't remember.
It's happened many times.
Oh, okay.
And it's also worth bearing in mind that, as I've said many times before, day game only works on a minority of girls. So like, like it could be that you've approached a girl who's never been approached or barely ever been approached in her life before, or very rarely, and she's just not really used to the situation, and so she doesn't know how to handle it. She's not really open to chatting to new guys, and then she flakes on you, but she was still talking to you because she was, she felt it was the correct thing to do in that present moment. She was being friendly, you were being friendly, so she thought, oh yeah, he's friendly, he's nice, oh I should give him my number out. And then it's like the whole stranger danger thing afterwards. It's like, oh, he could be a serial killer, oh I don't really know him well enough, he's just a random stranger, definitely not going to meet up with him later. So that's, a lot of girls are like that as well. Day game doesn't work on the majority of girls for a whole massive load of reasons. What I just mentioned, boyfriends, married, just not looking to date at the moment, or just too busy with life in general. And yeah, like, a lot of girls, they have busy lives and they just forget to text you back, or they just genuinely don't have time to meet you. So yeah, just don't get too bogged down on specific girls that flake on you. just think that, you know, if you play the numbers game, you are eventually going to get girls that are going to be interested in you, as long as you are, you know, making improvements in your game overall.
So you said that you're more willing to give out your Instagram rather than a number.
Yeah.
What is it about Instagram that makes it more comfortable for you?
Public. I have a public profile.
But there's those are photos of you.
Who cares? Yes. For me anyway.
There's loads of photos of him, and if he was a stalker guy, he could, like, you know, just go through your entire profile.
I know.
And stuff.
I know. I have loads of people that
potentially
I know
more information about, like, places you've been to, your friends, all that stuff. You know?
Definitely. It's obviously more revealing. I have friends who are specifically only giving out their numbers because it's like the most anonymous like thing, because there's no photos, there's nothing, like there's no, like, she doesn't even have to give her name, for example. But to be honest, I don't really use my phone number. Like, I use Instagram and like.
And I find it more uncomfortable if they call me on my personal phone when my family calls me than if they message me on Instagram, for example. And if I wanted a more private following, I could, like, make them unfollow me. I can go into my followers and click, like, that person to unfollow me, and then I can block them. I can't do that with my phone number. I can ask my provider to block them, but then they can find, like, another way to contact me. But you can't do that with
The thing
Instagram,
is, you can never win. As a woman, you can
well, they can actually make more accounts and still.
but then at least you can make a profile private, and then you can, like, reject them. So I don't know.
It's a tricky one.
But yeah, you shouldn't get too overly concerned with, you know, like, specific girls that flake on you. As long as you're, you know, making good improvements over time with this, and, you know, you're getting to a decent level and you're playing the numbers game, you are going to eventually run into girls that are going to be interested in you, as long as you are doing a sufficient amount of approaches in order to hit that numbers game. Because, like I say, you know, day game doesn't work on the majority of girls, it works on a minority of girls, so you have to really focus on those minority of girls who are open-minded, friendly, you know, in the dating market, single, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, it's just about going for it like that. Cheers for watching. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me, where we'll go out in public and work on you approaching girls, or more generally with your social confidence, please visit my website ed-game.com.